You mentioned the World Cup a few times. Do you see yourself trying to hold on to the number one spot as the starter right now, or do you see yourself fighting for that job? Here we are 4 months from Qatar.
Yeah, I think every position out there is up for grabs. So um, yeah, nothing's given, nothing's handed out for free. So we got to work, and um, that's what makes you better, competition. So definitely looking forward to the season, and then looking forward to the national team games and the lead up to the World Cup.
How do you handle that? Like you're clearly working towards a World Cup, but the way to get there is very much in the day to day in front of you. Is it a challenge to kind of stay focused with that huge opportunity looming?
Uh, Not really. I think we're just used to it by now. It's just our job, and it's really all that time away. The World Cup being 4 months away. I mean, that's all you can do is work hard and put in the sacrifice, the consistency, the effort each and every day, and the World Cup will come up, and hopefully we're all in rhythm and feeling good.
So tell me a little bit about the competition between you and the other goalies, like when you're in national team camp.
Yeah, Matt and Sean and Ethan. I think we have a really good crew, really good guys, and guys that want to grow, guys that want to do well, guys that want to support the other one or the next one, and push each other. So we have a really good group. I think we all get along really well, and that's exactly the type of culture that I want to have in a goalkeeping group. And um, yeah, and yeah, we're excited for the future, and we know what we had to do at club level, and then we know what we have to do with the national team. And it's just about doing all those little things, all the little details, and doing it the right way.
It's a good group. There was a time when, there were 4 or 5 Americans as starting goalies, or at least goalies in the Premier League. What do you think kind of overall state of American goalie right now?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of potential. I think we're coming into our primes, or we're in our primes, and this next season, these next 2 seasons are going to be very crucial for myself and for the rest of the gang. And we just got to buckle in and focus and take some steps forward.
Let's focus in on the World Cup before we let you get out of here, because I'm sure being over in England, there's a lot of people in your mentions, a lot of people talking about that USA England game in the group phase. So let's focus in on that. When you saw that pop up, and your history, having been in that country for a long time, what did you think of that potential matchup?
Yeah, I thought I mean, it's funny how the world works. It's funny how life works. Kind of like a full circle moment. And yeah, just watching the U.S. England games in the past, and so yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I'm definitely really looking forward to it, and playing against some of the city teammates and all that. So it's gonna be a good time.
You mentioned full circle moment. Do you remember where you were when you were watching it when the U.S. got that draw in 2010? Was that a big memory for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I felt bad for Rob Green, but I was yelling. I was at home in my basement with my friends and family watching it.
Mm. You remember that deuce goal. You felt bad for Green, but you loved it from Clint, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll take it. We'll take it.
What about this World Cup? I'm sure you heard the comments from Christian Pulisic, your teammate. You're going there with the intention to win the World Cup. You hear that from him. How similar is that to kind of the actual talk in the locker room amongst the guys?
Yeah, I mean, we believe that. Why go there and not have that mentality? That's exactly what the culture and the mentality that Greg and his staff has brought into the national team, and that's the type of mentality that we as competitors go into games and training. We want to win everything.
Do you see that as kind of the black and white line between success and failure at the World Cup? We've talked to Greg Berhalter on the show about it. Christian Pulisic mentioned it. We had the president of the federation on it. Is it group phase survival means it was a good World Cup for you?
No, not at all. That's what I mean. I don't want to say expect, but I mean, that's our first goal. We have many goals for the World Cup, and that's the first goal.
What does it take then to get out of the group phase when you look not just at England, but everybody else in the group?
Yeah, man, it's just being together and enjoying it. For one, just having fun and just taking it all in for what it is, and that's the World Cup, which is a very special for most of us, for all of us. It'll be, I think, for all of us, maybe besides DeAndre, it'll be our first World Cup. So take it all in, stay together, be a team, and then just going out there and executing our roles and our game plans.
So a lot of first World Cuppers. Where does the leadership come from then? How do you generate leadership in a group where there's not a lot of guys who have been through a World Cup?
I think a lot of the leadership comes from the guys who have been over here in Europe, and honestly, I want to say 75% of us are leaders on that team, because we all have the same goal. We all have the same drive. We're young, but I mean, we're not so young. I'm 27, but we have that drive.
Come on, bro, that's young.
Passion. Yeah, it's kind of young. We're young, and we have that passion and energy and drive that we want to prove people wrong, and we want to prove to people that we can play, and that we're a force to be reckoned with, and we believe that.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.